Welcome to the channel. We got some more pre-1961 Apba bats. And on April 27th, the Cleveland Indians traveled to Boston for a two-game series. And in game one, leading off for the Indians is Nat Lajoie playing second. Batting second playing left field is Shoeless Joe Jackson. Batting third playing first base is Hal Trusky. Batting fourth playing third base Al Rosen. Batting fifth, playing right field, Rocky Colavito. Batting sixth, playing center field, Tris Speaker. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Blue Boudreau. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Steve O'Neill. And on the mound, batting ninth for the Indians is Mike Garcia. And for the hometown Boston Red Sox, we got leading off playing third base, Jimmy Collins. Batting second, playing second, Pete Rollins. Batting third, playing center field, Dom DiMaggio. Batting fourth, playing left field, Ted Williams. Batting fifth, playing right field, Jackie Jensen. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, Vern Stevens. Batting seventh, playing first base, Buck Freeman. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Sammy White. And on the mound, batting ninth is Carl Mays. Get down here to Boston, get this game started. And Nat Lajoie will lead it off here for the Indians. Batting .344. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs going up against Carl Mays. Mays' second start of the year. He's 0-1. He's got a 6.75 ERA. Here's the pitch to Nat. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jackie Jensen in right field for out number 1. Shoeless Joe. And Jackson on the year is hitting .343. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Collins. He's up with it, fires over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the first. Hal Trusky's up now. Hal is batting .310. 4 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be another fly ball. This one again out the right. 1, 2, 3 goes the Indians. To the bottom of the first we go. Nothing score. You got Collins due up, followed by Rollins and DiMaggio. Jimmy Collins is batting .270. He's got a homer and 2 RBIs. This is Mike Garcia's second appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 5.14 ERA. Here's the pitch to Jimmy. As you can see, the Red Sox and the Indians record. Indians are 5-3. They're batting .262 on the year. They got an on-base percentage of .338, slugging of .527, and an OPS of .865. And the Red Sox are 4-4, only batting .194 with a .288 on-base percentage, slugging of .454, and an OPS of .741. Here's the pitch to Collins, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Colavito. Rocky's got it, and that'll be out number 1. And Pete Rollins is up now. And Pete is batting a .138. No homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Nap. He fires over to first. And that'll be out number 2. Here's the other DiMaggio, Dom. Batting .129, no homers, and 3 RBIs as Ken Castro joins us here today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes DiMaggio out. 1, 2, 3 go to Red Sox. To the top of the second we go and no score. Al Rosen followed by Colavito and Speaker. And Rosen's batting .200 with a homer and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Carl Mays over to first for out number 1. And you can see the Indians' upcoming schedule. One more game here in Boston. Then they travel back home to take on the A's, and then they're back on the road to go to Chicago. Cotavido's up now, batting 294, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. They don't want nothing to do with the Rock. Rock trots on down to first. Trish Speaker's up now. And Trish is batting 318. He's got 3 homers and 6 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch to Speaker. And that's going to be against the righty, an 18. And that is going to be a nice play down there at second for Pete Rowlands. Not the best fielding second baseman in the game, that's for sure. That'll be a fielding column too. And they'll get the runner out at second. And that puts Speaker down at first now with 2 outs for Lou Brodeur. And Lou's 0 for 21. Has yet to get a hit, folks. 0 for 21. Here's the pitch to Lou. Can he break out of this terrible slump? And that'll be 19. And yes, he can. His first base hit of the year is a Baltimore chop. And he'll take anything he can get. And that'll make first and second here for the Tribe. First and second and 2 out. And we got Mr. Steve O'Neill up now. Steve's batting 154 as Philip Reynolds and Clinton Parks joins us. And O'Neill, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And he'll go the short way over to second for out number 3. And the Indian strand too. We go to bottom of the second. It's still nothing. We got Williams, Jensen, and Stevenson due up here. Ted's batting 500, leading the American and major leagues in hitting. He's got 4 homers and 13 RBIs. And he's going to keep that hitting machine going. That's going to be a double in the right field. Ted Williams is the man. Double in the right. Gets the Red Sox leadoff batter in scoring position for Jensen. And Jackie's batting 200 on the year with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. Williams down at second. And that's going to be a base on balls. Garcia walks Jensen. The only good thing is sets up the double play for Vern Stevens. First and second and nobody out here. Indians got themselves in a little bit of a pickle. And Vern is batting 308. He's got 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And that ball is high. How far is this one going to travel, folks? That is the question. And that ball's over to Green Monster. It's a 3-0 ball game. Just like that, Boston's up 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Still nobody out. And now you got Buck Freeman. He's batting 143 on the year. No homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a 18. That's going to be a fly ball. Where is it going to be? That's going to be a ground ball down the short. Lou's got it. Fires over to first. That'll be the first out of the inning. And Sammy White comes up to bat now with 1 down, nobody on. Batting 115, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be the old ground ball down the nap. He fires over to Howe, and that'll be out number 2. And here comes Carl Mays now with a 3-0 lead. And Carl, because we don't need no stinking DH, he's batting 500 on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss to end the inning. But the 3-run homer puts the Red Sox up 3-0 as we go to the top of the third. We got Garcia, Nap Lajaway, and Shoeless Joe due up here in the third. And Garcia's 0 for 3 this year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Mike strikes out for out number 1. See if Nap can get something going on. He flew out the right his first time out. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. That'll be out number 2. 2 up and 2 down here. Can Shoeless Joe get something going on here? Joe grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Ted Williams. 1, 2, 3, go to Tribe. We go to the bottom of the third now. And we got the top of the order due up here. Collins, Rollins, and DiMaggio. Jimmy flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Nap. He's been busy today. That's out number 1. And Pete Rollins is up now. And Pete, he grounded out the second his first time up. Sound familiar? And he says, try it once, try it twice, same result. That's a quick 2 outs. And Knapp set a record held by many with 2 assists. Can he get his third? DiMaggio struck out his first time up. And that's what he's going to do again. That's 2 strikeouts for DiMaggio. 3 by Garcia total. 1, 2, 3 go to Red Sox. We're back now to the top of the fourth. Trusky, Rosen, and Colavito. Trusky flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be another fly ball out the right. Jackie's got that one. 2 fly balls to right, 2 outs for Trusky. And here comes Rosen. He grounded out to the pitcher's first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jimmy Collins. Fires across over to Buck Freeman for out number 2. So it's up to Rocky Colavito to keep this 4th inning going here. Colavito walked his first time up. And not this time. That's a ground down ball down to Pete. And a 1, 2, 3 inning again. To the bottom of the 4th we go. And we got Williams, Jensen, and Stevenson due up. Ted Williams doubled and came around the scorer's first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Speakers got it for out number 1. And that'll bring up Jackie Jensen now. Jackie walked, came around the score his first time up. Not this time. He's swinging away and makes contact, folks. Where's this ball going to end up at? And it's going to end up over the Green Monster too, probably. Let's take a look here. And no, off the top of the Monster. Bounces back in. Shoeless fields it, fires in. And that's going to be a stand-up double by Jackie Jensen. He didn't miss it by much, folks. Didn't miss it by much. Garcia just had enough break on that ball. He couldn't quite square it up. So you got a runner down at second. 1 out for Vern Stevens. Stevens hit that 3-run homer his last time up. Here's the pitch to Vern. And that's going to be a base on balls. Mike doesn't want nothing to do with him. And again, it sets up the double play for Buck Freeman. 1st and 2nd and 1 out. Indians looking for that twin killer. See if they can get the pitcher's best friend. Buck did ground out the short his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Let's see here. Jackie's going to try. With his speed, he can score on a single. He'll probably stay put. Ain't no use trying to get thrown out. 26, 32. And that'll be fielding column 1. 30. Yeah, he's going to stay put. Like I say, no use trying to get thrown out. So fly ball out the right field. 2 down now. And Sammy White Next up now, can he add to this 3-run lead? White grounded out to second his first time up. And that's going to be a 20. That is going to be a ground ball down the short. And Lou's going to fire down the second. And that'll end the inning. And the Boston Red Sox strand two. To the top of the fifth we go. We got Speaker, Perdue, and O'Neill. Trish reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Vern at short for out number one. Let's see if Lou can get aboard here with one out. Indians need some base runners. Lou did single his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Carl's up with it, fires over the bucket first. Now it's 2 down. And here comes O'Neill now. And Steve, he reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a rare play, a 44 on a 38. And that's going to be hit down the third. And you got Jimmy Collins, an excellent third baseman down there. And that's going to be a line drive right at him. Collins snags it. Hit right on the button, but right at Collins. And that'll be out number 3. Tribe goes in order. To the bottom of the inning we go. And we got due up here, Mays, and then the order And sorry about that, lost the darn internet. But we're back now. And May just flew out to center field the speaker for out number 1. So Carl May's out of there. And back to the top of the order we go, and Jimmy Collins. And Collins now is batting 0 for 2 today. He has grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a base hit. Let's see where this ball drops at. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone. This ball is leaving the park today for these Red Sox. That's a home run by Jimmy Collins. And that makes it a 4-0 lead here for Boston. And Pete Rollins is up now, batting 129. Grounded out the second both times up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Mike's got it, fires over to first for out number 2. And DiMaggio's up now. And Dom struck out both times up. And now he's going to walk, so he's yet to put the ball in play. DiMaggio trots on down to first. Excuse me, with 2 outs, and Ted Williams is up. Williams is 1 for 2 with a double, and he flew out the right. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Lou's got it. Goes the short way to second. Ends the inning. But Collins' home run makes it 4-0 Boston. We go to the top of the 6th. Garcia, followed by May and Knapp. And followed by Knapp and Jackson. Here's the pitch to Garcia. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Over to first for out number 1. Knapp Lajoie's up now. And you can see the comparisons here. Cleveland 5 and 3, struck out 40 times, walked 49, hit 45 doubles and 4 triples. Boston's 4 and 4, 55 strikeouts, 45 walks, 20 doubles, and 2 triples. Knapp has flown out to the corners right and left. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Might as well have DiMaggio try one. That's out number 2. Here comes Shoeless Joe now. Can he get something going? He is grounded out and flew out. And that's going to be another fly ball on this one out the right field. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 6th we go. You got Jackie Jensen, Vern Stevens, and Buck Freeman due up here. Jackie's 1 for 1. He's walked and doubled. And that's going to be a fly ball out the speaker for out number 1. Vern Stevens is up. He's already hit a 3-run homer in this game. He is 1 for 1. He has walked and hit that home run. And that's going to be another walk. Vern trots on down the first. 1 out here. And you see Boston's upcoming schedule. They got one more game here in Boston against the Indians. Then they travel to New York to play the Yankees. And then after that, they go to Washington, play the Senators. Buck is 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out and flew out. And that's going to be a 7 against the 18. And that is going to be a nice play down there by Knapp. He comes up with it, fires over to first for out number 2. And Buck Freeman's up now with a runner down at second. And Sam White. And Sammy's 0 for 2. He's grounded out the second and reached on a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch to Sammy. And that's going to be a fly ball out the speaker, and that'll end the inning. So the Red Sox strand one, we to the seventh. Tribe needs to start get something going. They're down by 4. You got Trusky due up, followed by Rosen and Colavito. And Trusky is 0 for 2. He has flown out the right both times. Here's the pitch to Howe. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Pete. He fires over to first to Freeman for out number 1. Al Rosen's up now. Al gets something going. Indians need base runners down by 4. He's grounded out to the pitcher and third. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a rare play, a 39 and a 51. And 17, that's going to be hit down the third. Again, Collins, an excellent third baseman down there. And that's going to be popped up in the foul territory near the dugout. And Jimmy makes the catch for out number 2. And hits up the Rocky here to keep this inning going. And Colavito is 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded out to second. And not this time. That's going to only be the second hit. That one's off the wall out there in the triangle. That'll be a double for Colavito, a 2-out double. See if they can get a run across here. Trish Speaker's up now. And Speaker's 0 for 2. Reached on the fielder's choice and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ted Williams. That'll end the inning. The Tribe strand 1. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-0 Boston. We got Carl Mays due up here, followed by Collins and Rollins. And Mays is 0 for 2, struck out and flew out the center. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Knapp's got it. Over to first for out number 1. And that'll bring up Jimmy Collins, who's homered in this game. Flew out the right and grounded out the second. And that's going to be another fly ball. This one out the center, and Speaker's got it. That'll be 2 quick outs here for Garcia. And Pete Rollins is up now. Pete 0 for 3. Grounded out the second twice and to the mound. And that one's going to be grounded down to first. Trusky's got it. Calls off Garcia. Takes it himself. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Indians running out of outs, down by 4. You'll have Lou O'Neill and a pitch hitter here. Lou's got one of the 2 hits. He singled and grounded out to the pitcher. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Indians will take it. They need base runners. That brings up Steve O'Neill now. O'Neill is 0 for 2. He has reached on the fielder's choice and hit a line drive down there at Jimmy Collins. He made a nice play to rob O'Neill of a base hit. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Steve strikes out for out number 2. Only the second strikeout by Mays. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for Garcia. See who's going to come off the bench. Joe Slow will come off the bench. They need base runners. They'll save Larry Doby later on here in case it's a closer game that his homer might tie this game or win it. So Joe's going to come off the bench, try to get on base. Joe is 0 for 2 on the year. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a pop up down the short. And Vern makes the catch for out number 2. And now we'll have the top of the order and Elijah Way up. And Elijah Way is 0 for 3. He has flown out to all 3 outfielders, left, right, and center. Here's the pitch to Knapp. And this one's going to be an infield hit, so he's figuring out maybe an infield hit. Let's make sure. Against a 20. And yep, that's going to be it's going to be a hit in the right field. And Lou's going to stop at second. So Knapp gets a hit here, keeps the inning alive. And that brings up Shoeless Joe now, first and second. The Indians trying to make some noise here in Boston. And Shoeless Joe is 0 for 3. He's grounded out the third, flew out to the corners left and right. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes on him. Two balls and no strikes on Joe. Can he take advantage of it? 35 and 8 against the 19. And that's going to be popped up. Nope, that's going to be hit on the ground down the second. That's popped up. I was right. Don't doubt yourself. Popped up. Pete makes the catch, and the try blows a good chance. Strands 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's DiMaggio, Williams, and Jensen due up here. See who's going to come out of the bullpen here for the Tribe. You got the righty, lefty, and righty due up. And Wes Farrell, I believe, is going to come out of the bullpen. Try to keep this a 4-run game. Let's see what the bench. Let's ask the manager. I've never done that. Let's ask the manager here. It's not going to let you ask him that way, huh? Guess we'll have to ask him this way. Huh. Not going to let you. Alrighty, but we're going with Wes. Yeah, Wes is coming out of the pen here. See if he can keep this a 4-run game. You got DiMaggio, Williams, and Jensen due up. Dom's 0 for 2 with a walk and struck out. Averoot's in the house. Nice to see you, guy. And Dom's up. Here's the pitch to Dom, and that's going to be a ground ball down the short down the second. First time he's put the ball in play. And that'll be out number 1. And Ted Williams is up now. Ted's 1 for 3 with a double, came around the score. He's flown out to center, and he's reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. They strike out Mr. Ted Williams for out number 2. And it's up to Jackie Jensen to try to add some insurance runs here in the 8th. Jackie's 1 for 2. He's doubled, walked, and flew out to center. And that's going to be a rare play, a 40 on a 14. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Jackie. The 0-1 pitch, rather. And that's going to be another rare play, a 46 and a 40. And that is going to be hit. The team, let's So we see what the team is. 3, 8. That'll be fielding column 1. That's a fly ball out the left field. Shoeless Joe makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Tribe's got a lot of work to do. Down by 4. We go to the top of the 9th. Carl May's trying to get a complete game here. He's going to be facing Trusky, Rosen, and Colavito. Howe is 0 for 3. He's flown out the right twice, grounded out the second. And that's going to be a double in the right field. The Tribe's not giving up without a fight. Howe's aboard here with a leadoff double. They need a few more base runners, though. And up to the plate now steps Rosen. He is 0 for 3, grounded out to the pitcher to third and popped up to third. And that's going to be a fly ball out to DiMaggio for out number 1. And here's Rocky Colavito. And Rocky is 1 for 2. One of the 4 hits in this game, a double. He has walked and he has grounded out the second. And that's going to be another base on balls. And the Tribe's 1 runner away from having the tying run come to the plate. First and second here for Speaker. Can he get aboard here and bring the tying run up? Speaker is 0 for 3. He's reached on a fielder's choice, grounded out the short, and flew out the right. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Can they turn 2? That is the question. 23 and a 7. That's going to be fielding column 1. And that is going to be it's a pop-up down the second. Makes the catch for out number 2. And the Tribe's down to their last out. Here's Lou. He's 1 for 2, 1 of the 4 hits. He has walked, singled, and grounded out to the pitcher. And he gets a hold of this one. The Tribe's not done. Where's this going to land at? And that's going to land in the right field. And Rocky Speed, he's probably going to stop at third, and he is. So that's an RBI double. And you got second and third now. The time runs at the plate, and Steve O'Neill. And that might be it for Carl Mays here. As O'Neill comes up, can't quite get the job done. And see here what they're going to do. The Red Sox got Kreider up in the bullpen. They're going to bring him in here. I was hoping to get through this game. But second and third, 2 outs. Kreider comes in, tries to get the last out. May goes 8 2/3. He's given up 5 hits, walked 3, struck out 2, and 2 runners on there is his responsibility. Let's see if Kreider can get the job done here. And this is Kreider's 3rd appearance of the year. He's got 1 save with a 2.25 ERA. He's got Steve O'Neill up. And Steve is 0 for 3. He's reached on a fielder's choice, hit a line drive shot down the third at Collins. Nice play down there and struck out. Let's see if O'Neill can keep the game going. And he does. Maybe. I said that too confident. No, he doesn't. That's going to be a nice play out there and left field by Ted Williams. Plays that one nicely, and that's going to end the ball game. O'Neill put a charge in it, but Ted tracked it down, and that is the game, 4-1. The Tribes gave it a good shot there in the 9th, come up short. Take a look here at the box score. Yeah, payback for 48. I hear you. It's pretty funny. Oh, you're welcome. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. I'm enjoying this project. This is definitely one of the best things I've ever done was this bats league. Let's take a look here at the box score. And the Red Sox had 4 runs on only 4 hits. The Tribe out hit them, but couldn't outscore them. The Indians 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. You had Lou going 2 for 3. He was the only Indian with 2 hits. The Tribe were 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position, left 7 men on base. And nobody had a multiple hit game for the Red Sox. You had Collins and Stevens with homers, and the Red Sox were only 1 for 4 with runners on scoring position, only left 4 men on base. Very productive game for the Red Sox as far as the bats goes. Garcia goes 7 innings, picks up the loss, 4 hits, 4 runs, walked 4, struck out 3, 2 homers. Wes Farrell comes in, pitches 1 inning, gets 1 strikeout. Mays couldn't quite go the distance. He picks up the win. He's 1-1 on the year, 8 2/3, 5 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 2. Crider comes in, gets his second save of the year. Take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard in the American League. And Boston now is in a 4-way tie. 1, 2, 3, 5-way tie for first. You got Boston, the Indians, the Yankees, the Orioles, and the Senators all tied for first. The Tigers are a half a game back. White Sox a game and a half back. And the A's are 2 games back in Philadelphia, Ken. Ted Williams still leading the American League with a 469 batting average. Lou Gehrig now with 7 home runs and 13 RBIs leading the American League. And Mickey Hafner with a 0 ERA leading the American League. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4 pitchers tied with 2 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitchers tied with 2 saves. And Lou Gehrig's leading the MVP voting. And Cy Young is now leading in the Best Pitcher Award. I want to thank Clinton Parks, Avon Root, and Philip Reynolds and Ken Castro, as Ken Castro was the first one in the park, for stopping in today. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, you all have a great day and take care.